Hello folks, Daniel Gaines here again. Wasn't going to do another video today. Wasn't going to do anything until after the trial started tomorrow. They're saying it's going to take, it's only going to be 1 day for the trial. I told these motherfuckers my questions for my witnesses alone are going to take about a week. I have 14,000 questions. It ain't going to take a fucking day. It's going to take a hell of a lot longer. All 100% of my questions are within scope as defined under my rights by the Constitution. Fuck your state laws. Y'all can eat a dick on that. So, had no intentions of doing another video today. But now these motherfuckers have done pissed me off yet again. See, the Constitution actually really is a beautiful document. I know these fucking cocksucking communists in the state of Washington don't like the Constitution of the United States. They can't stand it. They fucking hate it. They also think that they're above it when they're really not. As they're gonna fucking learn the hard way. Because now I'm not gonna be nice. I was gonna still be kind of nice during the trial, but they've done lost that fucking privilege from me. Fuck these people now. Well, trial was set for tomorrow. As y'all are aware. Made it very fucking obvious. It's been set for October 13th for fucking months. Months now. Not 1, not 2, but 3 or 4 months now. Okay? Why is it the last fucking minute, literally, it is 2:30 in the state of Washington. Right now, 2:33. Courts close at 4:30 in the states of Washington. They're open from 8:30 to 4:30 Washington time, which is a 2-hour time difference from my time. So with less than 2 hours before the end of court today, for a 9 a.m. trial start for tomorrow, these fucks now want to say there's no judge available for the case. Y'all motherfuckers have known about this shit for fucking months. How do you not have a fucking judge, you cock-sucking bastards? I've waited almost 17 fucking years for my day in court. I'm tired of fucking waiting. See, the Constitution, it really is a beautiful document. I recommend reading it in its entirety. All the added amendments, every fucking word that document contains. Read it and know it well. See, part of things is the right to a speedy trial. This has been ongoing since fucking February. February 14th. Tomorrow is October 13th. That's a day short of 8 fucking months. What's speedy about 8 fucking months? I'm completely lost on that aspect. I don't understand what's speedy about that. I don't understand about 17 years, actually, because that's what I've been waiting for my trial, for a trial, period. Yeah, now we gotta wait until there's a judge available. So now there's gonna be an 8:45 Washington time call tomorrow to figure out when a new fucking court date's gonna be set for. No, because if they tell me I have to fucking wait tomorrow, I'm not waiting to file my lawsuits. I'm gonna stop this dependency matter dead in its fucking tracks because of a lawsuit. It's already done because the lawsuit's happening either fucking way. They're already getting fucking sued. They're already gonna go to jail. They're already losing their fucking jobs. I guarantee it. At least the job loss and the lawsuit part. Going to jail's not up to me. But the law, yeah, they're pretty well fucked. Federal law and state law. Royally fucked, actually, based on what I can prove. So, these fucks want to keep playing games. They're trying to say there's no judge available for something that's been on the docket or known about by the courts for 3 or 4 months now. Kind of weird, is it not? That all of a sudden at the last fucking minute now there's not a judge available. See, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start releasing my emails. At least emails between me and Miles Russell. the Assistant Attorney General for the state of Washington. Because see, Miles is too stupid to realize what's been going on. That is, I think, until today. I think today this moron finally fucking figured out what's about to happen based on a few things that I've said to him today in email. Told him at one point today that he's the one who brought it, because he tried saying he didn't have to give me a proof of service for the 2004 documents that he himself, the state, is bringing into the trial. Actually, bud, you do. You're the one who brought those documents in. You're the one using those documents against me. I'm calling those documents fraudulent and illegal. I'm calling in to question those documents' validity under law whenever there's no proper proof of service or anything else, and my due process rights were violated to establish that by the state. You are essentially the state as the Assistant Attorney General. As such, yeah, I need the proof of service. Well, I think he's trying to get me to, or trying to spook me into thinking that he don't have to provide it when he does, because he realized today that it doesn't exist. I also wanted something heard on the record today. I used the term with Miles that I've used for the first time today. Told you they've been played. But civil procedure due process rights. That's what this is a civil procedure. According to civil due process rights, if a matter is heard off the record and one of the parties involved wants it to be on the record, it's supposed to be on the record to protect your due process rights. Terry Farmer, again today, refused to hear something on the record. She won't hear anything on the record because she's tired of me catching her in violations of the law and violations of my rights. She's trying to protect her ass and cover her ass, but in doing so, she's further violating my rights. I pointed this out to Miles Russell, that is. Also pointed out something else to him, too, that he's been neglecting to even think about or factor into any of this. Pointed out to him how, as the Assistant Attorney General for the state of Washington, you represent the Attorney General of the state of Washington. As such, you are supposed to prevent liability and prevent liability on the part of the state and protect the state in any instance where the state might open itself up to liability. That's actually part of his job. He's failed to do so because in doing his job, he should have actually argued with my motion to have for Farmer to recuse. That was not heard on the record either. She refused to hear that on the record either. The commissioner I was trying to get recused heard her own recusal, or refused to hear her own recusal on the record, but then issued a ruling without even fucking citing a single piece of law or any legal anything that allowed her to stay on this case. Okay? That was also pointed out to Miles today, how she violated my due process rights according to civil procedure due process rights, by failing to put in there, in any of her rulings against me, any kind of legal anything to support her rulings. Civil procedure due process rights under the Constitution and under the federal guidelines, federal laws, she's supposed to. There's supposed to be legal reason for these citings, or legal reasons in her rulings. She cites none. They don't have to go into extreme detail or anything like that, but they are required to give a legal reason. She can't give a legal reason on anything because everything she's done is illegal. And that was brought to the attention of Miles today. Emails will prove it. Emails will prove that today I let him know just a little bit more about how fucked they are. Because I'm playing this cat and mouse game with them. Because they keep wanting to play games with me and my rights. You're the one doing this to yourself. I'm just smart enough to know what you're doing and know that you're not supposed to be doing it, know you're not allowed to do it, and I know how to come back at you in the courts for doing it. And I'm coming at you in the courts for doing it. Fuck your feelings. Fuck you too. As far as that goes, all you criminal fucking corrupt bastards. But yeah. Now, see, in the emails exchanges today with Miles, an unusual occurrence happened. See, the last time that Terry said she wasn't going to hear anything on the record, Miles didn't try to say a word to her. Miles, actually, was fine with it being heard off the record. As was Benjamin Ephraim, Stephen Downing, Liz Bedford. Yeah, y'all are getting in this too. Don't forget about y'all, because I'm not. So y'all need to keep your shit in mind too, because you motherfuckers are named in all my court documents that are being filed too. After this, y'all motherfuckers' names appear in a many fucking times over. So fuck your feelings too, and fuck you too. Y'all are involved too. But not one of them spoke up when she said she was not going to hear it on the record. Not one of them, and these are all attorneys who are actually obligated to the courts, really, so they don't necessarily have to say anything about her violating my due process rights when I'm not their client. However, they're not speaking up about the abuse of the rights or the violations of law, so that does make them culpable in a certain extent, to a certain extent only, at least in that regard. The problem comes back from Miles and the state. Miles is supposed to actually be speaking up about this shit. He's supposed to be ensuring that it doesn't happen. He already has all kinds of ex parte communication with the fucking commissioners and judges and the courts and everything. Got emails where they're talking about filing shit ex parte and shit like that. Which is still ex parte. Still not supposed to happen. I don't give a fuck about what they say in the state of Washington. Fuck the Washington laws. They don't matter to me. They don't mean dick to me, like I've told you, stupid fucks. But all this ex parte communication they're engaging in, not once, not ever, and never has it even came into their mind for the department or the state or Miles Russell to even mention the criminality of the things that are taking place. Again, keep in mind, he's an assistant attorney general for the state of Washington. He represents the department, which is a state contracted business. So, as the state, as an assistant attorney general, acting for the attorney general as the state, he's supposed to protect the state. Somebody's in trouble. And it's not me, because I'm not an AAG. And see, again, their qualified immunity is gone. I took care of that months and months and months ago. In April or May, I removed their qualified immunity by sending them the case law. And to be technical, as far as the department goes, as long as Miles Russell got the document, which he did, the department has it. As long as one person in the department gets it, the department has it. I could even make the argument, and have it stand in court based off case law and the wording of the law, that serving it to, or sending certified, mail to Bob Ferguson as I did, means that the state of Washington was notified. Which means anybody in the state who has qualified immunity against me no longer does. Because to get around qualified immunity, the standard is, if the violations of rights or the law were something that a reasonable person would have or should have known, you get around it. Again, I sent these stupid criminal corrupt motherfuckers the case law months and months and months ago. A reasonable person would know what they're doing is a violation when they have the fucking proof in their face that was just sent to them by the one they're committing the criminal conduct and acts against. Me. I sent them this shit on purpose. See, CPS and the department, DCYF, they think they're untouchable. They're not. They just think so. Because the judiciary protects them. The states protect them, and the judiciary and the states are both guilty, along with the department, for criminal conspiracy against rights, because they all conspire together to target and alienate one parent, or both, just to get more child support, just so the state can receive more federal funding. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. More children in foster care, more children in state care, more equals more money for the state from the federal government for children in the foster system, or they can charge one parent more child support, and then they get federal dollars through the Title 4D entitlement program. All factual, look into it. At the end of the day, it all comes down to money. These criminal fucks extort the fuck out of people and violate the fuck out of people's rights and commit criminal acts daily, all for money. I'm going to make them admit to it in court. At least the criminal violations and the abuse of my rights. That's why they're giving this bullshit about not having a fucking judge. They're scared. They don't want this to go to trial. They know if it goes to trial, what's going to happen. Miles, I think he's starting to catch on to things. I really do. Because today, for the first time ever, he actually approached the courts about trying to get something heard on the record. They shut him down because Terry Farmer didn't want to do it. He's never once tried to say that or speak up on my behalf before. Not once ever. Never once has he ever said anything on my behalf for me. Until today, that is. Coincidental? I think not. Especially whenever it was after a few emails that was sent to him. I mean, come on now. Reasonable person standard applies, right? Timing of these emails and everything else and what was in them and what they contain, awfully fucking coincidental. But, yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to vent a little bit. Because they're starting to piss me off now playing games with this. If they're going to start trying to play games with the trial date now. It's not going to fucking fly and it's not going to go over well. They're going to regret it. I assure you. Because my fucking patience is about ended. I'm sick of their games. And they've about fucking gone too far. Like I said, I'll shut down this fucking whole dependency matter until after the lawsuits. They want to keep playing. I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm tired of these motherfuckers playing games. I'm going to get a trial date real fucking soon. And it's going to be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, if it's anything other than tomorrow, then I file my lawsuit. Period. I don't wait any fucking longer. Fuck them. That's right. Fuck you motherfucking criminal bastards in the state of Washington, at the department, at the courts, the attorneys. Fuck you all. I hope you all fucking burn in hell. I really do. And I don't wish ill upon anyone. Ever. I don't even wish ill upon Juliet. And that bitch deserves it more than anybody on the fucking planet. And I still don't wish ill upon her. But y'all can burn in hell. Y'all must have really pushed for me to be like that. And I've got about 150 people willing to testify on my behalf in court about my character if need be. Probably a lot more. But I mean, they can't ignore 150 people. Especially when it's all people who have known me 15, 20 years or longer. I mean, come on now. They'll tell you how I am. And they ain't gonna lie to cover for me. That's the funny part. They ain't gonna lie. They'll sit there and tell the courts how I used to get drunk all the time with them on and shit on the weekends. They'll tell the courts this. They'll tell the courts how I used to sit around smoking weed and getting drunk all the time. They'll tell the courts this. They don't give a fuck. But they'll also tell the courts the type of person I've always been too. And that's where they run into problems. Because I even have people that have known me less time since I've lived in the state of Missouri, that have only known me since I've lived in the state of Missouri, just about 10 years, actually just over 10 years now, met me after I moved over here. They'll say the same thing. My boss, everybody I work with, countless fucking people in the multiple groups I'm a member of, going out of my way to try and help people out and everything else. We can play these games. They need to quit playing games with me, though, because it's already going to be bad enough. They need to stop fucking adding to it. And if they were smart, they would. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Y'all have a good night. And I'll let y'all know when the trial starts. Don't worry, you'll get to see every damn bit of it. I guarantee it. I promise you, you will see every detail of the trial. Okay? All right, have a good one. Peace, y'all.